Hey guys, welcome back to another Dragonheir Silent Gods video. In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing my rally team that I've been using for the Mecha Talk boss in Season 2. And before I get into that, I just want to start by saying a huge thank you to the developers of Dragonheir Silent Gods for supporting me and sponsoring my content. If you are interested in giving Dragonheir a try, please do click the link in my description or the pinned comment and give Dragonheir a go today. So the team I've been using today is a rally team, as I mentioned. So it is the first day of the boss today, so I've thrown together the teams I needed to build to hit the boss 6 times. This is one of the teams I used. I did record the runs already, as obviously I was under a bit of time pressure to get them done. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through the team in the drilling ground, and then I'll jump to the run, let you guys watch that, and I'll be back at the end of the run to talk through how that went and my opinion. So first of all, I'm using Sagamir as my tank. Sagamir is not got his skills upgraded at all. As you can see, he's built with a good amount of accuracy, good amount of defensive stats, and he's wearing the Spiritual Incense Burner just to reduce the cooldown on his ultimate skill. This is really important because of the fact that I don't have upgrades on his skills, so it just makes sure I'm getting a relatively low cooldown there. He's also wearing the Mona Lisa's set to increase the healing output in my team, so every time he uses his ultimate skill, somebody gets healed by 15% of their max HP. Outside of that, he's built with a good amount of skill haste as well on top of the incense burner, just to help reduce those cooldowns even further. Next up in my team is Garius. So Garius really is my healer in my team. I probably could get away without using my Sagamir. However, the attack penalty does really come in helpful, because not only does it reduce the damage the boss is taking, it increases the damage the boss is reduces the damage the boss is doing. It also increases the damage the boss takes by 10% due to the way the boss works. So as always, I've got my Garius built in a high defense build in Ancestral Protection. He's also wearing the the Gatekeeper's staff, to provide shields every time he heals and overheals, which I'm sure you've all seen at this point. Garius does heal a huge amount and therefore provides huge shields to your whole team. So that is a very standard build for my Garius. He's obviously got some skill haste from that, so his cooldown is reduced from 20 seconds down to just under 18 seconds. Next up, I've got my Tathlin. So Tathlin is my Witch's Remains user in my team. He's built with a kind of semi-damage build, so he's got some crit rate, some crit damage, and some attack, but most of all he's got accuracy, and he's wearing the Cyril set to increase my team's attack every time he uses his ultimate skill to place Witch's Remains. So every time a debuff gets landed, you get that damage buff, and obviously with the artifact Witch's Remains, he is placing a debuff on his ultimate skill. It does cover quite a wide area, which does cover all of the adds that spawn in this fight, so that is his sole focus. Next up, I'm using a rare as my secondary damage dealer here. So I've got Welby built with a good amount of attack, good amount of crit rate, and good amount of crit damage. He is wearing the Ravatrix's Roots artifact to give him even more attack and some HP as well to help him survive. Next up, the kind of main damage dealer of my team is one I pulled last week, and that is Huberg. So Huberg is built with just over 100% crit rate, a good amount of crit damage, and a very good amount of attack. He is fully upgraded, well, his skills are fully upgraded to allow him to do even more damage. He's built in the Inventor set as well. It's the best attack or the best damage gear I've got on my account, so it's what I was able to get the best stats of. I may play around with some different sets in the next few days, but this was obviously all upgraded and ready to go. In terms of the artifact, he's wearing the Eyeball of the Giant artifact to increase the damage from his ultimate skill and also give him a big chunk of attack. So that is the builds here. In terms of skill timings, if we have a look here, wrong place, sorry. So skill timings, I've got it set so my damage dealers are using their ultimate skills every 30 seconds in line with when the adds spawn. I do have a delay on the first casting skill. This just allows me to make sure my Tathlin goes first and places the defense penalty, followed by my 2 damage dealers using their nukes against all of the adds when they do hopefully have defense penalty 2 on them. This just increases the amount of AoE potential I'm putting into these, and therefore increases my overall damage. So, as I said, I have pre-recorded the run, so I'm going to cut to that now. I'll be back at the end of the run, and I'll talk about the result. And there you go. As you can see, the team did last the full 8 minutes outside of my Huberg. He did die with a few seconds left. So tomorrow I will try and tweak his defensive stats. However, it wasn't really long enough to be that impactful at all. So in terms of the damage breakdown, my Huberg alone did nearly 110 million damage with 64% of the total damage, followed by 35 million damage from my Welby, and my Taflin doing 18 million damage as well. So the damage was quite rounded out, obviously outside of Huberg absolutely carrying the show, dealing a huge amount of damage, but he was getting most of the rally buffs from Taflin. Unfortunately, Welby's ultimate didn't line up with the ads and rally at the same time very often, and so he was using his ultimate without the rally boost. So all in all, I am really happy with this team with 170 million. I would love to try and push it to 200 to reach that kind of pseudo damage cap. Obviously anything after 200 million is significantly reduced. So in the next few days, if I can take this to 200, I will be incredibly happy. But outside of that, I'm really happy with how this team performed anyway. And it has led me to a relatively good position, which hopefully may mean I can creep into the top 50 of the overall seasonal rankings by the end. So only time will tell with that. Obviously, I'll keep you updated. But yeah, that is all for this team today. So I just want to say a huge thank you once again to Dragonheir Silent Gods for supporting my channel. And if you are interested in getting involved, please do click the link in my description or the pinned comment. It does really help me out. And obviously, it is a very good game. I enjoy playing it a lot, and I'm sure you will too. So that is all for the video. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.